guys, it's your girl Tiarrea B. I'm just doing me. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, so if you know me, you know it's time to go to Bible study. So I'm just getting ready. I went ahead and washed my hair and detangled it ahead of time. So we're gonna go ahead and release this hair and get into this quick style. I want to go for a sleek updo. So we're going to go with a high puff with a couple of flat twists across the top. This should be pretty quick and easy. So let's jump right into it. You're going to need a couple of things. Something to hold your hair inside the poof, something stretchy. You're going to also need something so we can slay the edges. Even though my edges don't like to be slayed, but that's okay. How about my DuRag? So I can tie it up for a few minutes before I go. All right. Also, we're going to need a comb. I have my trusty wide tooth comb here, and we're just going to jump right into it. So far, the only product I have in my hair is olive oil and just a tiny bit of some leave-in conditioner that I found. So here we go. Let's unleash this fro. I can barely see the one back there. Okay, we got one back there. All right. Oh, we're not done yet. There's another one back there. Okay. All right, we got one more. And she is free, honey. Yes. All right. So we're not rocking a fro today. We're going to go ahead and style this hair. Like I said, this is going to be super quick. So I'm shooting for 10 minutes. Let's see if I can pull it off. All right. I'm just going to create a part across my hair. Kind of diagonal because I'm going to do 2 flat twists. One down each side. And then the rest I'm going to put inside of a high poof. Flat twist is pretty much the same as a regular twist. You just want to kind of go down toward, stay on the scalp like a cornrow. It takes a little bit of practice. Not necessarily going to be a tutorial for flat twist, but you might be able to catch on while I go ahead and get it done. Just going to borrow this to section off my hair for a minute while I do this first flat twist. The part doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a quick style, so something that'll last a couple days. Got some shine and jam here. All right, so when you twist your hair, you want to grab the hair and begin to pull it away from your face. That's the simplest way that I've learned to do it. And it's just 2 pieces together instead of 3, as it would be for a braid. So I'm gonna try to get close so we can see here. As you go, just carefully grab a little bit of hair as you go. You definitely want to be careful on your edges, especially if you have thin edges like I do. So just grab and twist, kind of roll your fingers back with it. Okay. And we're just about done. You also may want to have a couple of small rubber bands on hand as well, so that in case your hair doesn't stay in the twist like mine's should, then you can just use a rubber band. But I'm going to go all the way down with this twist and add a tiny bit of jam at the end to help secure and coil the end. So that is the first flat twist there. Okay, and then for the second one, it's going to go the opposite direction with the end of my rat tail comb. And because my hair is already pretty tangled, this parting is very easy and smooth right now. So I always recommend detangling your hair before you style it if your texture is like mine. I never want to jump into a style with hair that hasn't been detangled. It just makes it that much more difficult. Okay, again, we're going to take this band here and just use it to put away the rest of the hair while we work on our last twist. Okay. And for this, we're going to grab a little bit more jam, just a little bit, about maybe less than a quarter size. And then you just want to get right here in the corner of this one and grab your first piece and begin to move backwards behind. Put one piece behind the other. Picking up one piece and putting it behind the other each time to create the flat twist, and staying close to the head. Grabbing a little more hair each time. Again, as we come over to the edges, you want to be super careful. If it gets a little bulky, just grab your comb and detangle. Type 4 hair likes to rekindle with one another once it gets detangled, so don't be alarmed if you see it begin to bunch up. Just have your comb handy. Okay, we are rounding up the last one. And as you get down to the end, just begin to carefully pull it back so that when we do put it up in the poof, it will go up in there nice and seamlessly. All right, we're rounding down. This is just a regular twist as we get down to the end here. Add a little jam and go ahead and get right down to the end there. Okay, perfect. All right, so there we have our two twists. All right, for the sake of giving my ends a little bit of love, you know, I like to dip my Jamaican black castor oil. My twist inside the castor oil. I know it's extra. Yeah, ain't gotta tell me. I know. Anywho, so if you want, you can stop there. You can tuck these in the back and keep that poof and just go there. That's one style. But for the sake of this updo, we're gonna take it all the way to the top of my head. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this Jamaican black castor oil in my hands, about a quarter size there, and just coat the ends of the rest of my hair carefully. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and comb this hair upward. Okay. So again, we're just gonna go all the way up as high as we can go. I'm gonna do that all the way around. I'll turn around so you can see the back. Hopefully you can see as high as you can go. Alright, so once you get it as high as you can get it, just with your comb through, now you want to go ahead and put a little bit of product to keep it up there. Again, we're going to go in with this jam, and we're just going to start putting it all up the back. All up the back. And then around the perimeter right after where the twist end. Because we're going for a sleek poof. So any flyaways, we're going to get rid of them. Okay. Okay, so now that we've added some product, we're going to go in with just a brush, soft bristle brush, and begin to really move that hair up as far as you can get it. When I use the brush, I try to use the outer part of the brush instead of going directly onto the hair with the brush. It just seems a little bit kinder to the hair, but that could be just me. Okay, so now that I feel like I have it as smooth as I can get it, I'm gonna go ahead and get my band here. I'm gonna put it on my neck first. Okay, make sure it's loose enough. You try to choke nobody out. Okay, all right. And so you want to place the front of it on your forehead while you position the back. These two are going to go into the poof. So take the band and put it behind your ears and position the band right in the back. And this is important so you can get it as sleek as you possibly can. Okay, once you have that in position, you want to go ahead and bring the band upward and begin to pull this out as far as you can get it. Once you get it as far as you can, go ahead and cross them over. Once you cross it over, take the rest of it and go all the way behind the poof, putting all the hair inside. Okay, at this point, everything's in. Okay, we should be pretty sleek in the back. All right, so now the poof is secure. It's time to go ahead and get it just the way we want. Okay, you can go back in with the brush just to make sure there's no flyaways. And then what you want to do is kind of lift the poof and get it at your desired thickness. You can make it wider or leave it as concise if you want. I'm going for a really sleek look tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of smush it in just a little bit. If you need to, you can get the white tooth comb, go inside and lift it. And this will help add a little bit of shape to it. Okay, so this is pretty much the look. The poof is how I want it to be. So it's really full. It's very moisturized. And the curls are really small, but it's definitely a bunch of curls in there. So it doesn't look like it's nappy or anything. I don't know if the camera is picking up curls or naps, but it's curly, trust me. All right, so at this point it's time for the fun part. You know, we're going to try to lay the edges, and you can get one of these little edge brushes, or you can use an old toothbrush and just go ahead and apply some jam or whatever edge control you prefer. My edges are so hard-headed, I don't even know why I'm trying, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. It doesn't have to be a fancy edge tutorial or anything, just something simple for the sake of our sleek look. It's also a comb in here. You can just go through and add a couple of lines. And then you can go on the other side, add some jam across the top. And down the side. Okay, again, just grab the comb. Sometimes you gotta play around with the edges a little bit, but alright, so we got some edges here and a little bit more of a swoop at the top. We could be here all day trying to fix some edges. Anywho, so because I want this to be really sleek, I went ahead and grabbed some Sprits. And instead of spraying the Sprits, I poured a little bit in my hand. I'm talking about some old school, straight up, just Sprits. I got Isio, see, ICO Plus Sprits. And just add a little bit of Sprits just to your hands to kind of help set everything. So I don't want it to be hard, but I just want it to set. Just a little Sprits there. Okay, you can even rub those same Sprits hands on the back so that you can make sure that the back of your hair is laying. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my trusty DuRag, and flip that bad boy behind you. And because we want this to be a really sleek look, I'm also wanting to sleek out this poof as well. So we're gonna lay the DuRag carefully on the poof, but a little bit more secure on the front part of it. And you'll see why in a few moments once I can show you the finished product. So again, pretty tight and flat on the front, but try to keep the poof part of it loose, because you don't want to flatten the poof. You just want to make it to where it's really smooth and all of the little flyaways will go down. Cool. Alright guys, I'm going to let this sit on my hair for a few minutes so that it can set, and then I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I am back with the final work. It's always exciting to unveil something that you have been had setting. So let's go ahead and see how this turned out. I'm hoping for the best here because I don't have time to do anything else. Here we go. Not bad. I left that DuRag on for about 10 minutes. But as you can see, this poof is really sleek. I mean, this is sleek enough to wear even to a formal event, a wedding, or a prom or something like that. So it turned out really cute. My edges actually are trying to stay laid down. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but anywho, this worked out great. So thank you for joining me as I got myself prepared for Bible study this evening. I also want to just say thank you for all the love and support that I have been receiving. I literally went from 3 subscribers to over 70 within a few days. So shout out to everybody for all the love and support. It's much appreciated. I love natural hair, so I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this journey with me. God has really blessed these hands, so I just wanted to share it with everybody who's willing to watch. So again, thank you so much for everything, all of your support. Much love. Again, it's me, Tiarrea B. I'm just doing me. So see you next time. Bye.